Let's talk about date rape.
That's a serious topic.
It's a very serious topic, and it's taboo. So a lot of people don't like to discuss it, but it absolutely happens. Goes on daily.
Right. So we were talking about basically how this derived, it came about because I was talking to you and I asked you like, is this a real thing or is this like isolated incidents when things happen like that? And you were like, most women have probably had that situation happen to them, but they just don't talk about it.
Absolutely. I know within my circle and even family members that I have spoken with on an intimate level has said that it has happened to them. So it's a real thing. And it's unfortunate because I think a lot of women internalize it and maybe think it's their fault. So it's not really discussed, but totally, date rape is out there and date rape is real.
Thank you. So the reason why I wanted to talk about it is I feel like it's something that needs to be said. Like I don't think that women should have to be quiet about something like that. So when I looked up the definition of date rape, they was like, it's when someone rapes you that you had relations with prior, or you've been flirting with, or I guess almost intimate with, and they take it from you. So I was confused because I was thinking like meathead. I'm thinking like date rape is like you went on a date with the dude and at the end of the
No.
date
No
he
way.
he wanted something you didn't want to give it to him and he took it. So I had a whole nother thought process and I'm thinking, oh, this is someone who you already know, you're familiar with, is the one. So I know I'm big on this whole protecting women thing, and I think that that's unlevel is the way that women are not taken care of in the society, especially black women. It
Correct.
bothers me that it's so uneven that we really do not protect our women, and date rape is something that I felt passionate about. Like that is foul. Like I would never take nothing from a woman. Like I'm not doing that to her, and it just bugged me out how you was like, oh nah, it's regular shit.
Yeah, that happens. It definitely happens.
Clutch my pearls.
I wish more people would teach their sons that that's not cool. But I don't know if I mean you could take that. I'm sure like there are mothers that are teaching their sons like if she says no means no and if she says no then stop. But I don't know, for some reason I don't know if I'm not a man. So I don't know if it's like in your head like or that other head. When you get to that point, there's like no sense of self-control. Like you can't hear her, you can't see what's happening. It's almost like as if like no, the objective and the goal here is to get the ass and fuck what she's saying, fuck that she's giving me a pushback, fuck all of that. It's almost like no, I'm trying to get this pussy. And it's sad because it gets to a place where you just give up and you just like allow him to do whatever.
So it's this is like this topic is so complicated, right? But we were talking and we said
Because it's somebody that you know.
because somebody know what I'm talking about. We said like I was like, how is your body reacting? Right? We talked about that. How is your body reacting where you are aroused if someone is taking it from you? And I don't know. I haven't really did the research, but I'm under the impression that if your vagina is wet, right? Like you're
Okay.
getting wet for a reason. You're not getting wet because you are terrified and you are in harm's way and someone is aggressively taking something from you. So it may be throwing mixed signals to the man when he does touch
Oh,
it and it's wet. I'm
I
not saying it.
understand.
I'm just saying you talked about what goes on your mind. You might be like, yo, she's bugging, girl.
So,
Like,
but what do you pay attention to? So, what are you listening to? Are you listening to the words that are coming out of her mouth? Or are you just going with the feeling that you feel with your fingers is inside her vagina, and she like, nah, she ready to go because she's acting or react. Her body is reacting to a natural reaction to stimulus, right?
Right.
Okay, so but you're not paying attention to what she's saying because she's telling you no.
Right. But now, what if she's not telling you no? Like, I tell people this all the time. When it's something that's serious, you have to draw a serious line. Like, I have daughters, and I want this to get out so that it can maybe start a new trend. When you draw these lines with these men, you have to draw them straight, and they have to be firm, and you can't really waver, because if you give in a little bit, men is jumping all over that line. And I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm just saying I think women in general, like we talked about teaching our kids, you gotta stick to your guns with that no. You can't be like no, and then gave him some that same day, and it was cool, and then the next time you say no, you don't give him some, and that was date rape.
Okay, but then that goes back to you teaching your son that no means no. So regardless of the matter, even if she is playing that game, if she say no, it should be 9 pencils down. Drop your knives. Like it, but it's not that, because men will continue, to just keep pushing the envelope. If I push her a little bit more, she gonna give in, and I'm gonna get it. Where's the sense of self-control? There's like no level of self-control here. So it's like, and it happens all the time. And men will continue to push until they dig for gold. But when do you listen to what she's saying? Where do you, like, if she's telling you no, how come y'all don't go with that? I mean, I'm not saying you personally, because you said you've never done date rape before. So you can't.
No, I never done date rape ever.
No man is gonna be like, yeah, I'll date rape a bitch. Nobody's gonna say that. Okay, like I said in the beginning, it's taboo. Nobody is gonna agree to say that. There's a lot of men out there, and that's another thing. They're not gonna put that under the umbrella of date rape. So they're not gonna say that's what it is. But there are men, and I'm sure you have friends and family members that have pushed after shorty said no, because they're going with, I guess, the natural reaction to stimulus versus what's coming out of her mouth.
But see, like you said, like you just said to me, right? I gotta flip it back. If I'm saying no means no, I gotta respect your no. Your no gotta mean no.
I agree.
So
I agree.
If your no don't mean no, if your no means no,
so what are we
70% of the time.
Then what are we doing here?
What we doing here?
Somebody's gonna win.
Right, but the person,
right?
All right, so if you might turn into the woman who cried wolf, because your no be light. Your no be giggling. Stop giggling on the no. The no gotta be serious.
Holy shit. Oh shit.
Don't know.
Giggle on the no.
Don't know and giggle. Like, I'm not talking about in a sexual man. I'm talking about in general. If your no is a no, it gotta be a no. Like, no,
I agree.
emphatically. But the no with the at the end, and oh, you're still cute, but I don't want to give you my number. No, that no is bullshit. That no is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It gotta be like, no, I'm sorry, sir. No, you gotta hit him with that.
I
like,
agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
And that's what I'm teaching my kids. No. You got to say that with your chest. No.
You're absolutely correct.
And punch him in the eye if you got to. Like, but he going to respect it more.
If you
know
want
what I mean?
someone to take you seriously, yes, then your no should be a firm no.
Right. But that may be the reason or the avenue that allows you to get into that realm of being date raped, because you don't be serious with your no.
And that's why I said a lot of women internalize it and make it seem like it's their fault when it shouldn't be.
Okay, so if it's not, you can't blanket statement say it's not their fault. I think people have to share the blame.
Okay, she can definitely take a certain level of accountability. However, if you're forcing yourself on her after she done gave you a couple giggle no's, you are still in the wrong, sir. I'm sorry. You are still in the wrong.
No, we're not talking about
and
right or
that's
wrong.
why it's equates to date rape.
And right or wrong is not what we're talking about, because that's a different story. That doesn't really go on level. Right or wrong, because that's like, nah. Like,
right, we can go all day with
do with that. But
right.
I'm just talking about if there's levels to the shit, right? Like, you got to be serious. My point is, men have to value women more, right? I don't think we value women as much. And the ill shit, we'll value our moms, and if something happens to our moms, our life falls apart. But the woman who can and then turn and be your child's mother, you'll violate her, punch her in the face, and date rape her. This in the same principle, but it's the same human being. It's a mother, it's a aunt, it's a sister, whatever it is. It's the same type of human being, but you violate her, but you burn down everybody's house if somebody happens to your mother. It's stupid.
Realistically, your mother probably was date raped too.
Yes, I'm pretty sure
it happened.
Because if see, I'm not aware of it. Like, I'm super like,
It's a
Like,
real thing.
it opened my eyes. Like, what the fuck just happened? When you said it to me, I was like, nah, nigga, that
I'm
shit ain't
telling
happening
you,
like that. You know what I mean?
and I don't have like the correct statistics, so I could throw out a blanket number out there and say like such and such percent, but I'll say majority. And again, let me run a disclaimer. This is my opinion. But majority of women have definitely been date raped. And like I said, it's taboo. It's a taboo topic. Nobody wants to talk about it. You file that all the way in the back of your mind because it's a situation that you probably wish didn't happen. But a man, some way or another, in a woman's sexual history or life of partners, there is probably a guy on there that forced himself on her when she did not want to have sex with him.
See, all
He
right.
won that battle.
So my mind works a little bit different. So, and I purposely kept these things away from us communicating because I wanted it to be fresh.
Okay.
So, if the situation has happened, like the man has date raped you, right? So, during the process when you're having sex, and you said sometimes the woman just gives up, right? Because
She'll
it's
give
like,
in.
I give in. I'm not gonna fight. I'm not, because in my mind I'm thinking, well, it may not really be that serious. That's why you're not fighting, because women have a lot of fight in them. In your mind, you might, like you said, internalizing it and saying like, fuck it, it is what it is. But you might be just like, you see that the cheetah catch the gazelle, and the gazelle just gives up at the end. Like, he fight for a little bit. Once he got,
Well,
he
that's
just gives up.
because you know this person. So like you know this person, you trust this person, and then y'all might be playing the whole cat and mouse thing, and he's doing the octopus thing or whatever, and you doing the giggle nose, and everything is cool, but you really don't want to have sex with this man. And because he's not a stranger, there's a difference between, it's not like the nigga in the alley that's running behind you and it hits you over the head and takes the pussy. No, it's not that dick nigga. It's your fucking homeboy. It's your friend. It's somebody you've been dating for a while. It's somebody that you know. And then like because of that, that's another reason why you file it all the way in the back of your head and you don't talk about it, because you again, women internalize it. You might be ashamed. You feel like it's your fault because you shouldn't have been doing the giggle nose. Like it could be a plethora of reasons why you're all the way feeling like, damn, like I fucked up. But really, in actual reality, no, it was him who forced himself on you, and you just gave up. Like, fuck it, go ahead and take it. But you really didn't want to have sex with him.
All right, so now
It's so shitty, but it happens all the time.
so the next step of my process, my thought process is like, you're involved, you gave up, so now you've given in and y'all having sex. You like moving with him now, like I don't know what happens, because if you really don't want it, like it's not consensual, you didn't want it, now you like turn around and let him hit from the back and all
Oh
that shit.
nah. So I can only
You see what I'm saying?
I can only speak for myself, and I'll be transparent in what happened to me. And this was back in the day when I was in college, and again, it was somebody that I knew, and it came to the point where I was just like, after I was like, stop, chill, no, come on, stop, chill, no, come on, stop, chill. And I'm not saying come on like I'm doing one of these numbers like this. No, I'm saying like, come on, chill, like stop. Mm-hmm. And he just like, nah, come on. And he doing a come on, I'm doing a come on, like, yo, chill. And then he's a big, I'm 100 pounds soaking wet. Like, was way bigger than me. And he just decided to just like, he's on top of me, and I just like froze. So much to the point where I was like, yo, you shouldn't even want it like this. And when I said that, that's when he stopped. Like, light bulb switched, and he just like, oh shit. Like, but now the mood is fucked up. Everything is fucked up. I got an attitude and shit. It's the vibe, the energy is off. Like, and it was just like, all right, I'm just ready to go home. Like after that. So yeah, nah, I can't say that. I can't speak for all women, but I can't say it's a situation where you like start rocking with him and like that's your dude. No, absolutely not. It's one of those situations where you just let him get his and then that's it. See, it's kind of like the color purple, like that.
Oh,
just like that.
So okay, so that makes,
because you stop fighting.
Right, that makes a lot of sense. Right, that makes a lot of sense. But the reason why I said that is because in the definition it says someone you already had sex with. So you might fall back into them old habits. Like, it might have been your old boo, and y'all broke up for a while or whatever, and then he came back and you wasn't ready yet, and you gave in or whatever to him taking it from you essentially. My problem is right then and there, when you decide to take it, you basically say, I don't really care about you. Because nothing you say really matters. Like
At this point, all he cares about is getting that nut.
Right. So if that's who you are, that's where we need to stop, and that's where we need to interject and be like, yo, we got to teach our sons better.
That's what I was saying.
Right? We got to teach our sons better. You have to teach your kids better to be better human beings, because if you set them up to go out in this world and they get date raped and they start internalizing it, or they're the ones who does the date raping, and this is normalized and people don't have no real repercussions or consequences for it, then she got to see this dude. You know what I mean? It's like, now I got to see him because he's probably from the same town you from. Y'all might have similar friends. Now you got to be like damn near traumatized or feeling icky or whatever you feeling going through your life because of it.
Absolutely.
And y'all don't even have a voice to even say something about it. Like, y'all should be able to say, yo, homie, you're wilding and
Facts.
This is what's going on. But if you internalize it, and I think we have to regain that voice, like women have to have their fucking voice to be able to say that shit is super foul. And men got to act accordingly and don't violate and take no fucking sex from a woman. That shit is crazy to me. I was
agree.
like disgusted when we talked about that shit.
I agree. It's definitely a certain level of
Fuck outta here.
accountability that does not happen. And again, like she feels like it's her fault. She's not going to say, yeah, I was date raped. She's not going to bring this nigga up on charges. No. But at the same time, there's no dude that's going to be like, yeah, I forced myself on a couple of chicks and got the pussy. Nobody's saying that. He's not ever going to admit to that. No man is going to admit that he forced himself on her and got it. No, he's going to be like, oh, she was just playing with the giggle nose.
The giggle nose is a problem.
And then when she let it, gave up and let in or whatever, then it was just like, all right, well, yeah, I got the pussy. But nah, like it shouldn't be that way. When she said no, and you should look at her facial expression to see that she's saying no, chill. After she hasn't been giggling for a while, and shit, the switch changed, and when shit changed, that's when you should be like, yo, all right, yo, let me chill. But it doesn't happen that way, because at that moment, he on solid, he ready to go, and no, he can't hear anything else but I need to get this nut out, which is fucked up, because now you forcing yourself on this chick because you don't want blue balls. And you don't want them repercussions that come with the fact that she been playing with the pussy and y'all been cat and mousing all night. So now all of a sudden, it's like, where are we? Now we're here. Somebody got to win.
Somebody got to win.
And usually it's the man.
And that would be unlevel. That's not level.
It's super unlevel.
And y'all losing majority of the time. Like if that's the fight you fight, you taking the L.
Especially if the man is bigger and larger than her, for sure.
I mean, most men are stronger than women.
Anybody fucking with a little nigga?
Nah, I'm just saying most men are stronger than the women they deal with. That's just how it goes, dude. But a little nigga be strong too, though. Be like, it ain't go. We got us laughing about this dumb shit.
Nah.
No little
topic,
niggas. No little niggas. No, damn, God. Little niggas got to win too. God damn. But anyway, yeah, serious topic though. But the joke is the joke, because women be like, I could take them, but I just want to say that, like, I felt like I needed to get that out in the universe. Like, yeah, have a voice.
Agreed.
Women need to be able to get away from that rape culture and this date rape situation and stop fucking with these sleazy type of dudes that do that to you, because ultimately it's like,
but
where
it doesn't always necessarily be a sleazy nigga. This should be your friend.
Once you make a decision to take it, you become a sleazy person.
I agree,
in my
like
opinion.
I said before, this is somebody that she trusts. This is somebody that she's familiar with. This is somebody that she knows. You can just meet this nigga. You ain't in the alley.
So the biggest thing I think we should take away from that shit is men have to be serious, and protect women, but women got to stop the giggle nose.
Agreed. I definitely agree with you, but I think men should take a certain level of accountability. Yes. Do not force yourself on a woman. If she say no, and even if she says no, and then you chill, and she like, yo, come on, like, nah, you said no. Let her take a certain accountability for what's going on right here. Put it back on her.
That's a rough one. You expected somebody. That's some different shit.
Put it back on her.
If she say giggle no, and then she start touching me, we going. Like, what do you mean it's
Yo,
over?
that's what's wrong with men? You can't no
we not-
self-control.
it's
Y'all have
not-
no self-control
It's
at
not,
all.
you want
No self-control.
want
That's
us
what
to-
you're telling me? Grown men don't have self-control? We're not talking about the teenagers, because, I mean, the teenagers are the ones that's doing it. And like I said, I was in college, but I was in college and he was a grown-ass man. But what's wrong with men? Men can't take, men can't have a certain level of self-control? That's what you're telling me?
They can, but do not expect it. 'Cause
Men
it's
do not know how to exercise
It's not
self-control.
'cause
That's
it's-
what you're telling me?
It's not normal.
It's not normal to exercise self-control.
Nah.
What the fuck is wrong with your species, yo?
I mean, we the same species, but like the situation is like this. People, we could do this another topic, but people in general have lack of self-control. The same women who break out when they do on windows or break pop the tires and all that, or call up somebody and blab all the situation, whatever they do. Women be lacking self-control too. This is just a human thing. This is not like a man or a woman thing. Now, the game we're playing a little bit different, but it's not a man or a woman thing. Women lose control, men lose control. We have like animalistic instincts. We're not just like robots. Like, this is what it is. Like, sometimes you press that button and you go off the deep end. It happens. Like, you know what I mean? And we haven't even talked about, because I don't want to talk about that, we haven't talked about the influence of drugs and alcohol on these same situations, with clouds everything up. You know what I mean? Because now she's tipsy, is a little bit different. Now I'm tipsy, I'm high, I might be rolling, whatever you doing, like you might, you know what I mean? So it's a little bit different. That's introduces a whole nother situation, but
Okay.
but that plays a part of it. But it's still, the fundamentals is men got to protect these women. We got to protect our women. Can't just keep letting them catch these L's, and we can't keep like, giving them the L's too. Like, they catch enough L's, if we gonna give them to.
Facts.
It's bad enough you don't stay with your baby mother, you bum ass nigga.
Oh, whoa,
That was
whoa.
rough, right? Different
Yeah.
type of topic. I apologize.
Just say Queens.
Queens. Big Queens.